Hi, everybody. This is Doaa Darwish, and I'm hosting you today to walk you through this amazing collection that we have of icebreakers. Let me just highlight this is a recorded webinar, and I'll be there on the live chat just in case you had any questions live while I am running the recording. Um, Back to icebreakers. Well, why did we add icebreakers to our online collection, online store? It's because actually being there in the field for so many years, for more than what, 15 years now, you'd notice that you will not be able to always have a hands on how your session is, developing. You may want your session to have a more positive atmosphere. You cannot do this alone always. You'll need the audience to cooperate with you. Sometimes they're not as cooperative as you expect. Sometimes your audience are too quiet. Sometimes they're too analytical. Sometimes it's just the mood, it's the weather. So, I mean, there are so many factors that come in, and they may affect the quality of your training, how, cheerful, how delightful you want your training to be. And this is why we've added these products to help you, improve the atmosphere of your training, improve the energy in the room, and in effect improve the quality of whatever skills you're trying to coach your audiences on. So basically, icebreakers are there because they will help you to program your audience that education can be joyful and delightful. And this is the main thing, because usually people, especially in corporations where they are just, scheduled to come and attend your meeting, they may not be as interested as you might expect them to, or as they should be actually. So if you add in some fun, and by the way, this is not like, this is not like trivial thing. This is not like trivial fun. It's not a waste of time. Icebreakers is a kind of activity that you'd add in to your training to help you actually make your audience think they're in a break, but actually they're learning in the process. Let me show you how in a bit. So why people use icebreakers and they find good results? It's because research shows basically that superior learning, if we can say, takes place in an atmosphere that is stress-free. People come to you with all kinds of stresses on their heads, on their minds. So when the room is stress-free, when the room is joyful, playful, when you have something interesting and relevant to people's lives and to the coaching itself, this helps them to actually, have a certain chemical reaction in their body. Let me give you like a simplified idea how this works. When people are under stress or under stressful situations, as in many situations that you can see in trainings and in coachings, the brain works with oxygen and glucose in a way that results in blocking information from going to the areas where the memory and the storage of information. So the more stress there is, the more our brains automatically blocks information from simply being memorized, as opposed to a situation where when the class activity or the atmosphere are pleasurable, our brain releases dopamine, which is in itself, it's a transmitter that stimulates memory centers, and it actually promotes increased focus and attention. And I think this is exactly what you would be hoping for in your training: increased memory, focus, and attention. And this will happen only and especially when the atmosphere is cheerful, playful, interesting. And that happens when dopamine is released from your brain. So you want that to happen, and to get this magical formula on, you will use icebreakers as such, and pleasurable, tools, training tools, to help your audience, kick into the mood of being, playful, joyful, interested. So the trick here now, let me just show you one of the tricks here. So the trick here is to choose the right icebreaker that is really suitable with your training or coaching. So you would be able to, introduce a relevant, cheerful, and joyful tool to the training where people will enjoy, take a break, and still nevertheless learn. So here we go. Let me show you something here. So let's have a look at the icebreakers we have here on hand. So communication skills icebreakers, creativity and dealing with change icebreakers, NLP and memory icebreakers, decision-making and problem-solving icebreakers, team-building icebreakers, leadership icebreakers. Trainer the trainer, we've got only one here so far, and anger management, again, just one here. And project management, again, one, influence and persuasion. And again, high five. So we have a collection of 30 icebreakers catering on all of these themes or all of these topics. So let me just jump on to one of the icebreakers to show you how they work. Let me go to, it's turn the fish. So this is an icebreaker that is relevant to creativity and dealing with change. And let me just walk you through this icebreaker to give you a taster of how this product works. So the icebreaker takes like 5 minutes. Objective of this icebreaker is encouraging learners to find creative solutions to solve problems with minimal resources. Demonstration, you display the fish figure on page 2 using a data show, slideshow, or flip chart, whatever is available, whatever is easy for you. You show them this figure. It's the fish figure. And then you ask the participants to move only 3 matchsticks to make the fish face the right direction. As you can see here is that the fish is facing the left direction. They need to move only 3 sticks to make it look into the right direction. Interesting, huh? So you give them like 5 minutes. You distribute matchsticks to them, to your audience, and that's a pretty cheap resource. It's not much, and it's easy to grab from your kitchen before you go to the training, or from any store on the way. And this is the answer key. You move this one, and this one, and this one, and place them like this. You move this one to here. Let me just minimize the screen so that you would see the whole thing. So no, just a little bit larger. Here it goes. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, you move, a little bit smaller. Okay. Okay. So you move it like this. You move this one to here. And you move this one to here to, like here. And you move this one here to here. And that way you will see how the fish becomes transformed from directing the left direction to being towards looking towards from looking towards the left direction to looking towards the right direction. It's nice, interesting. They'll remember it. They'll keep on playing it with their teammates, maybe within their groups. They will mention they've learned it in your training. They will remember it. It helps them, it triggers their creativity, and it helps them think in new ways. So that's an example of an icebreaker that we have here. Very interesting and fun. That's the point. It is fun. So back here, I'm just wrapping up right now. You'll be able to go to this page by going to our website, which is www.trainersbox.net/icebreakers.html. I'm going to add that in the description of the YouTube as soon as we upload it. So that's the website. And by the way, going back to the icebreaker, These products are all customizable. You can customize it. You can take away our brand name, add yours. You can add any other details that you'd like to add, or play around with the content as much as you wish. And that's printable, of course, also. And you can share it either in face-to-face trainings or in your e-learning courses. It's very flexible. So back here, that's about the product. Back here, looking at all of the categories we have. Of course, if you buy all of them in one shot, it's going to be a big advantage to you because you're going to be saving like 30%. Wow. Each icebreaker is at $4.99. If you buy all of them, is at $99.99. And you know what? If you just keep them all, you know, in your digital library, it's gonna always be an advantage to you, because just in case you're not in a mood, your clients are turned off, whatever the reason is why the course is not working the way you'd like, you just can grab 1-2 icebreakers and throw them in, and it's going to change, definitely turn around the way people are responding to you into a definitely more positive and more interactive and engaged way. So I'm wrapping up. If you have any questions, just send to me at admin@trainersbox.net. I'll be happy to respond within 24 hours. Make sure you go and hit this page and get yourself a handful of icebreakers and make your day more joyful, pleasurable, and interesting. See you in the next webinar.
I got my records on. I shut the world outside until the lights come on. Maybe the streets are alive, maybe the trees are gone. I feel my heart stop beating to my favorite song, and I can't stay there.